Now we continue with, are you sure you are drawing the correct structure? Okay, now let us look at number 1. Okay, let's look at the condensed formula CCH34. Okay, so if you want to draw the expanded structure plus condensed structure, this is correct because it is connected to carbon. Okay, now if you draw inverted, this part is also incorrect, okay, because it's converted to carbon. If you want to draw like this, it's also correct. Okay, now I want to highlight the one that is incorrect. Okay, some students, what they do is, okay, this part, no problem. This part, also no problem. Okay, but what they did is, they put it here. Okay, this one is as if it's at the center. This one is attached to the hydrogen. Okay, so for this part, it will be incorrect. Okay, because this one is attached to hydrogen, this one is attached to the center. Okay, center. Okay, so these are all incorrect. Okay, this is correct. Okay, these two are correct. Okay, now let us look at bromoethane. Okay, bromoethane, this is correct. If you want to write the condensed formula or your product as condensed formula, this is also correct. But avoid writing like general formula. Okay, this one, avoid writing it in your exam. Okay, because the examiner might say that you don't know how are they actually attached. Okay, now let's go to look at isobutyl benzene. Okay, so how to draw isobutyl benzene? Okay, so this is the correct structure. You can see it is bonded to carbon, or you can write CH3, either one. Okay, or if you want to use condensed formula like this, CH2, this is CH, and then we have 2CH3. Okay, now what is wrong when that is wrong is when student draw like this. Okay, draw like, okay, CH, and then this one C again, and then it draw like this. Okay, you can see the sharp edges here. Okay, this means that if you draw like this, okay, means that it has another carbon. So this part is incorrect. Okay, this part is wrong. So don't draw like this. Okay, now another one, okay, that I would like to show is, okay, for example, I must complete the hydrogen first. Another one is what is tried to avoid is some student would draw like this. Okay, so this one is also incorrect. Okay, during exam, avoid drawing skeletal structure. And then another one, when you see that it is straight, it means that we only have 1, 2, 3. Okay, it is isopropyl, not isobutyl. Okay, now we move on to the next one. Okay, look at alcohol. Okay, so some students, they still have the same problem, that is, they draw it at the center. Okay, and then another serious mistake would be this one. It is not attached to oxygen. Okay, it must be attached to oxygen, not attached to hydrogen. Okay, so this is a serious mistake because attached to hydrogen. Okay, now let us look at another example. Okay, this time I put the OH vertical. Okay, so this structure is also correct. And then let's look at how it is attached to. Okay, it's attached like this. Okay, now what happened is students tend to draw like this. You see here, it's connecting to the center again. Okay, it's connecting to the center part again. So this is also incorrect, okay, because it's connecting to the center. Or some would draw connecting to the hydrogen. It's incorrect. It must be connected to the oxygen. Okay, now let's look at propanoic acid. You can draw your structure as OOH, or you want to expand them. But remember again, what is wrong here? It is attached to hydrogen. It should be attached to oxygen, not hydrogen. Okay, now propanol. Okay, propanol must be CHO. If you write COH, it is wrong. OH represents for alcohol. Okay, when we write OH, it stands for alcohol. Okay, so if you want to write aldehyde, it must be CHO. Okay, and then the expanded structure is correct, no problem. Okay, the double bond O and H. Okay, now let us look at propanol. Okay, condensed formula is correct. The expanded structure and the condensed also correct. Okay, what is wrong is when students draw single bond for oxygen. This is incorrect because this means that carbon only has 2 bonds. So it is incorrect. Okay, now we move on to amine. Okay, same thing again. This one is correct. This is also correct. Okay, avoid writing general formula. Okay, now aniline. Okay, again, same thing. Remember, it must be attached to nitrogen. Okay. Then, or you want to write the condensed formula, you can write C6H5 to represent benzene. It's also correct. Okay, but do not expand them. Okay, this is incorrect. Okay, now we go to the part that has ionic bond. Okay, for example, sodium ethoxide. Okay, if you expand it, you can write like this, ONA, but not separating them because between O and Na, they are actually ionic bond. Okay, so remember that you can write the condensed formula, okay, but not expand the ONA because it's not ionic bond. Okay, now another one is the ammonium chloride. Okay, ammonium chloride, as we know, you can draw like this where the positive charge is nitrogen, negative charge is at chlorine. This is also correct if you want to write the charge. If you don't want to write the charge, you just put it as CH3 and H3Cl. Okay, so this is correct. This is also correct. But this is incorrect because you put the positive charge at the hydrogen. Okay, so it is incorrect because it should be at the nitrogen. Okay, you can see it's at the nitrogen. Okay, now next one, again same thing. If we want to look at COO, also negative, and then another one is nitrogen is positive. Okay, or you can expand them, but make sure that the charge is on the correct side. Okay, so that's all for this part.